what do you say about Doug McMillon versus the man he was up against?
Well, they were both great picks. I mean, I've known Bill Simon better than I know Doug, but Doug has been with the company actually since 1984. It's 22 years he's been with the company, starting as a summer associate at Wal-Mart. And he's young, he's 42, he's vibrant. It's going to be very, very exciting to see what he does in terms of taking Wal-Mart to the next stage. I mean, he's worked in food, he's worked in apparel, he's worked in general merchandise, so he's had all these different positions, which really suits him very, very nicely to be the CEO.
Well, let's have both of you bring some ideas then to this idea that Walmart needs to progress to the next level. Gilbert, what is it?
Well, I think the international thrust is certainly one of the major things. They really can't buy anything in the United States today because of the international, because of the Hart-Scott-Rodino and some of the monopoly problems. But they are growing around the world. Doug is particularly suited because he spent time in China. He's actually a member of the U.S.-China Business Council. That should be a huge growth for the company going forward, all of Asia.
So, Poonam, what does he do, to make Walmart a bigger player internationally? So he's grown the international business from less than 25% of Walmart sales to now 28%. So clearly, the international business is doing well under his leadership. But where else does it need to go?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think beyond just opening stores, I think the focus on online will be huge, both internationally and the U.S. It is the next vehicle for growth for any brick-and-mortar store, and not just Walmart.
But the question, though, is how do you grow the online business without cannibalizing the bricks-and-mortar business? Walmart has so much invested in what I would call traditional retailing. I
don't think you have a choice. I mean, if you want to play in the competitive landscape, you have to be online and you have to drive growth through that business.
There's room for both in the world we see it today, and Walmart certainly has a distinct advantage because you can buy online and return to the store, and they have stores all over the country and all over the world, and that is definitely a user advantage.
Given that Walmart is so big outside the United States and Amazon is not, does that represent a huge online opportunity?
Absolutely. It definitely does. I mean, Amazon is dominant in the U.S., but internationally, having the DCs, having the store presence definitely gives them another fulfillment center to meet needs of the local consumer.
Totally agree.
And Gilbert, does Doug McMillon understand the e-commerce business well enough to be able to lead this transition to mobile shopping, to compete with the Amazons of the world?
I don't think anybody truly understands the mobile business the way you should because it's so constantly changing. He'll learn. Everybody will learn, and it'll be a great experience. But you have to take into account that mobile shopping is growing at just an unbelievable rate. It'll continue to grow, and the world is going to live with this constantly.
And Poonam, what about Sam's Club? Before he took over the international business, Doug McMillon ran Sam's Club. Is that a model that Walmart could export to other parts of the world?
Possibly. I mean, there is the wholesale club model is a model where you buy in bulk. Traditionally, in emerging market countries, you don't buy in bulk. You're more used to fresh foods. But as the economy evolves, as people work more, I think they're pressed for time to just take on local deliveries, so they may be interested in stocking up. They get houses, they have refrigerators now, so they can actually start to stock them.
And Gilbert, what does this mean? What does the selection of Doug McMillon mean for Bill Simon? You mentioned earlier that you know him better than you know McMillon. I think of GE, for example, the leadership race to succeed Jack Welch. They had a lot to choose from, and the other candidates left GE to go elsewhere. Is that what's going to happen to Bill Simon?
You don't know. You don't know what the dynamics have been in the boardroom. You don't know what the loyalties are. I mean, Bill Simon is an extremely capable person. He may be very happy staying where he is. He's older than Doug. I'm sure that he has a huge stock position built up in the company. And how many retailers? There are retailers that could conceivably go after him. I mean, could he be a successor to Mike Ullman and turning around J.C. Penney? Who knows?
Well, wouldn't that be fascinating? He may be older than McMillon, who's only 47, but he's clearly not old at the age of just 53, I think.
Not
53
at all.
or 54.
Not at all. And
clearly,
he is a great retailer. So, and when I take a look at the retail companies out there that could possibly pursue him, that would be my number one thought if he were to leave Walmart.